Hi boys and girls, welcome to part 2 of lesson 15 where we are relating arrays and tape diagrams so that we can better solve our problems when we get to tougher problem solving. So this is lesson 15 homework page. So if you want to go ahead and turn to that in your binder, you can do these problems along with me as some examples to help you solve your problem set problems that you'll do. Let's read question number 1. Label the tape diagrams and complete the equations. Remember, equations have an equal sign in them. Then draw an array to represent the problems. So in this first one, they've done some of the work for us, okay? What they're telling us is that we have 3 smiley faces in each of these groups. What we want in the box down here is how many groups of smiley faces do we have? We have 4. And over here, they're showing us the multiplication sentence, 4 groups of smiley faces times 3 in each group equals how many total? Well, we could solve this by doing a couple of different things. Maybe we're starting to remember that 4 times 3 is 12, and that's great. You can write that answer down. Maybe we're going to skip count by 3s. So maybe we're coming over here and we're going to do 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And you can do that too. Maybe you're still counting individually to get to your answer, and that's okay too. However you get there right now, we get the total of 12. Down in our bottom one, they're telling us that in this group right here of smiley faces, we have 4 of them. What we want down here is how many we have in all. So we have a group of 4, we have another group of 4, and we have another group of 4. So we have 3 groups of 4. So 3 groups times 4 in each group is also going to give us 12. We can skip count 4, 8, 12. We could count individually, or we might remember that when we have the same factors, it doesn't matter what order they come in, we always get the same total. Over here, they've drawn an array to represent 4 in each group, and we have 3 groups. So right here, they did 3 groups with 4 in each group. Let's draw an array to represent the top tape diagram that shows 4 groups with 3 in each group. To do that, we would make our groups. There's our 4 groups and 3 in each group. There we go. Let's go down to letter B. Now letter B, they've given us a little bit less help. Now we're going to start to do more of the thinking on our own. So here they're showing us how many triangles we have in each group. How many do you see there? You can skip count very quickly, or you could count them individually. Either way, you're going to get 9. They told us over here we have 4 groups. So here's a group, here's a group, here's a group, here's a group. So we're going to go ahead and draw our 9 triangles. You can if you want to. You could also skip count by 9s. It's up to you. I'm going to draw X's just to make it go a little bit faster. Okay, so now I've filled in all of my groups. 4 times 9 in each group gives us how many? This is a little trickier, but you can always go back to your fluency template that we did that has all of your facts on it. So when we count all of these up, you can either skip count by 4s 9 times. You can count them individually. So if we go 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 27, and you should get to 36. So our total on the bottom is 36. Let's draw an array to represent this problem. So we have 4 groups. Here's my 4 groups, and we have 9 in each group. So you're going to go ahead and fill in all of these. Do you see, boys and girls, how it's going to be a lot easier for us to start remembering our times tables instead of drawing all these X's and all these pictures? And we'll get there. So over here we have 4 times 9 equals 36. Now down at the bottom, how many do we have in each group here? We have 4. There's 4 in each group. So we can skip count. We're getting good at skip counting by 4s, I think. So we're going to skip count 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36. And if you're not going as fast as me, stop the video. You can do your counting and then come back. If you want to draw your X's, that is perfectly fine to help you do your skip counting, okay? So we have 4 in each group times 9 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 groups, and we have a total of 36. Over here, when we draw our array, we're going to have 9 groups. Okay, now when you start drawing these 9 groups, it's important that you keep it lined up neatly, because if you don't, your numbers aren't going to come out right. And then we need 4 in each group. Here we go. And then you can always write your skip counts down the side to check your work. And just for practice, let's do that now. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36. And this is why it's also very important to do all of Mr. Bushnell's warm-ups that he's doing, because you're going to continue to practice skip counting with him and practice those multiplication facts. All right, let's go down here. You're going to do some practice on your problem set. Let's go down here now to problem number 2, where they actually give us a word problem to solve. Okay, so let's read it together. 7 clowns hold 4 balloons each at the fair. So now I'm thinking in my mind, I'm visualizing 7 clowns are holding 4 balloons each at the fair in their hand. Draw and label a tape diagram to show the total number of balloons the clowns hold. So I'm going to first draw my tape diagram. Okay. And I'm going to put my parts here. Do we know how many total balloons we have? That's what we're trying to find out, isn't it? So I don't know how many balloons we have yet. What I do know is that in one clown is holding 4 balloons. One clown is holding 4 balloons. Right here it tells us. Do we know how many clowns there are? Yes, we do. It says it right here, 7 clowns. So we're going to make 7 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the hardest part, boys and girls, setting up our tape diagram to make sure we have enough groups. So now we have 7 groups, 7 clowns, okay? And each of them is holding 4 balloons. So I'm going to write my 7 clowns down here so I know how many groups I had. You can make your X's if you want to. You could also skip count 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. You could do it either way. Now over here, I'm going to write a multiplication sentence with what we know. We had 7 clowns holding 4 balloons each. So 7 clowns times 4 balloons each gives us 28 balloons. So I'm going to write a sentence. There are 28 balloons. Outstanding. These are the same types of problems you're going to do on your problem set, boys and girls. Work hard for 10 minutes and get as far as you can.